Okay, so when we first start GameStyle, what we want to do when you go to File and New, you want to select. You can create. Let's call this Breakout. Okay, and we can keep it iPhone landscape and resolution independence is fine, and you hit Create Project. Okay, so here is our game. Now, with this new version of Game Salad, you should have updated to version 10. And you can tell if it's version 10 if you go to the Help button here, About, and then you see that says 10. If it says anything other than that, make sure that you update it on your computers. Okay, so when you start, you notice you have nothing here. So if you click on the Media button here, let's bring in some of the images that we're going to need. Also, one thing that you should also understand is this button here is the toggle backstage. So if you remember the backstage where all the coding happened back here, that's how you get to your coding. And so you can, decrease that. So it makes it nice and easy to go back and forth, toggle that in. So that's a great feature. Okay, so from the media folder, what you want to do is you want to hit the plus button to bring in our media files. So for our class folder, you'll find it in your Dropbox. I'm using a Google Drive, but in your case, it'll be inside the Dropbox for our class. And basically, what you're looking for is the inside our class folder. You'll click in there, and then you'll see two folders. One is called Breakout Images, the other one is Breakout Sound. So if you click on those, you can actually pretty much select all of them, all of these images, and hit open, and then it will bring them right in here for you. Okay, that's your images, and so let's do the same thing for the sounds. Let's click this sound. Let's click that. Go to the sound files, and let's go ahead and I'm going to bring in the OOG formats, but let's see if we were to bring in all of this, if it will let me. I don't need all of them though, but let's see what happens. Okay, I'm just canceling because I just need one of each. I don't need both. So it's just bringing in the OGG files, which is fine. So this is basically what yours should look like when it comes in. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 files. The OGG files are the sound files. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sound files. Blip, din, hit, hit to, yick. And these are the picture files. Okay, so that's how you set up your files. So the next step here, let's go ahead now and make actors out of them. Okay, so to do this, basically what you want to do is you want to drag in the items on the screen. So for the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to do the first one, ball item. We'll drop it right here on the screen. The one brick item, so we're going to be working with these bricks. That's going to be part of our breakout scene. And the paddle. Okay, so you can just put them on the screen for now, just so you have an actor. Now if we click on the actor button, and then you'll see this is a tag. And so if you click on the down arrow, you'll notice that there are 3 actors in there. So those represent the 3 actors that we have on the stage. Okay. If you were to click on this before dragging them, you'll notice that those 3 actors weren't there. Okay. So at this point, we want to name these. So let's give these some names. Okay. Well, the paddle, let's go ahead and call it paddle or player paddle, whatever makes sense that you understand. But I would definitely include the word paddle in the name. Okay. And for this, looks like that's the brick. So let's call that brick. And this one is the ball. So let's call that ball. Okay. And case sensitivity doesn't really matter here, so it's up to you. Whenever you're comfortable with it is fine. Okay. Now, while we're here, one of the things that we're going to want to do eventually is add what's called tags. Okay, so if you click on the tag button here, notice it gives me a new tag. Tags is going to help us in the long run with programming, because it'll make it a lot easier to make things a little shorter, as we learned with our first mini project. So let's call this first tag bounceable objects. Okay, and let's go ahead and create another tag, and let's call that destroyable objects. Okay, now once we do that, we want to give player paddle. We want player paddle and the walls, which we don't have the walls yet. We haven't created the walls yet, but we're going to create a new actor to call it walls, and those two are going to be bounceable objects. So for now, I'm going to take the actor and tag and drag it right on top of the bounceable and drop it in there, and so now you'll see that it's also the player paddle is here as a tag. Okay, now let's hit the plus button here to create a new actor, and we're going to call that actor walls. And just like in the Space Invaders project, what we're going to do is create the walls here. I'm going to just drag this on the scene here. And this is going to be the walls for our game. So the ball is going to bounce off the walls. We need walls on the left, right, top, and bottom. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here, let you do that, and then we'll come back. Just remember, when you're to copy, an easy way to copy an actor that's on the stage is just holding the Alt Option key, drag, and pull over. Okay, and that will create a duplicate. All right, so instead of you having, so we want a wall here, here, up top, and the bottom, covering, you know, the entire perimeter of our scene. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Finish that up, and we'll see you in the next video.